the way down, you could hear that blood-curdling scream from before. Oh God! No! No!
Is that a Mr.
No!
Krabs?
That's Popeye again.
Fuck you, spinach. That's got to be a shirt. Can someone please make a shirt of Popeye with just "fuck you, spinach" written on it? Because I would wear this shit. I'd wear that every fucking day till it rotted off me. Then Spongebob slowly turned.
SpongeBob.
As if nothing had happened. He even let out a small evil giggle.
Slowly.
Just By this point, I had almost been wishing for the same thing to happen to me.
What? Arms to come up and slowly slow you to slowness.
To the slow dimension. Just so I wouldn't have to see this
Wait,
anymore.
how slow?
At this point, I was crying so hard. Right, I'm pretty sure those arms dragged him into like hell, right?
Yeah.
So I was begging for the same thing to happen to me, so I wouldn't have to look at this spooky SpongeBob episode anymore.
Yeah.
I'd
Even in
enjoy
the depths of eternal torture.
I'd enjoy the sights of hell.
Does he not have a life outside of SpongeBob? Did he collect all the movies? And
I
the
imagine
merchandise?
he's one of
I collect all of the SpongeBob.
He's
Like
collected all the
like the Sonic EXE author, who he's just like my entire life revolved around Sonic, and I played Sonic until death.
I've always been a big fan of SpongeBob, even the classic SpongeBob games.
Much like everyone else.
I cried so hard and got so far.
Then you slow down a lot.
It almost felt like a little girl.
I almost felt like a little girl, sexist. I felt weak,
I actually think,
empty.
I know lots of little girls would
as
be
if
manlier than this fuck.
Yeah.
I was about to throw. I'm surprised you know so many little girls, man. That's something we need to talk about. I was about to throw up. Where the fuck am I? There I am. As much as I wanted to, I just couldn't choke anything out.
Is that how you
Too
throw
much
up?
semen just like backed up. SpongeBob then slowly approached. Finally, the doors of the Krusty Krab. That's a terrible sentence. Then
But finally,
listen,
the door.
SpongeBob. Then I'm going to put the pauses where the commas are as well. SpongeBob then approached. Finally, the doors of the Krusty Krab.
Who wrote this, Shatner? SpongeBob then approached the doors.
The doors.
of the Krusty Krab.
Of the crab.
The crab of crust. That's what this might as well be written like.
What does Patrick need with a starship?
Like the path behind him. Oh God.
What does Petri need with a starship? Maybe he needs to get Link to shoot rupees from his bow and arrow.
What the hell?
Tetris is
Just go! We're near the
piece of
end!
shit. The path behind him. Oh God. The usual cheery path to the entrance had stakes all along it. Into them were hammered in the corpses of our familiar favourite characters. Sandy, Mr. Krabs, Larry the Lobster, Pearl, Squidward, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, Mrs. Puff, and so on.
I don't know most of those people.
And the rest, my leg guy.
And on their faces, they all
That
too...
one bubble.
They all too wore that expression of utter sorrow and horror, as if they had died crying in fear of what stood before them. We then transitioned back to SpongeBob. Why we?
Sorry.
What do you mean we? Like, who the fuck else was watching this with you? We then transitioned back to
His best mate
SpongeBob.
Satan.
Who
Bubble
now
buddy.
reached for the door. Now, something happened out of this horrible, nightmarish thing I was witnessing. What? The whole building began to shake, almost as if during an earthquake. Again with the missing words, but you put
I
superfluous
predict
words
an
throughout.
earthquake up in here.
The only light in the room
That from coming.
blew out, and the power went out. I was now in the dark, alone, in this shaking building. I could hear my fellow interns
The whole
flee,
city's panicking.
and the developers run out without even a second thought of where I was. You could hear the car tires squeal as they ran away. They didn't give two shits about you, mate, because you're the intern. Why had they been in such a hurry to escape?
Wait.
Probably because of an earthquake?
Hang on.
But wait.
So the building they're actually in is the intern's actually in is shaking.
I assume so, yeah.
It's like,
Because I thought it was a Krusty Krab.
it's like,
I then
There was
turned-
no
wait,
transition
the others. Fuck them.
I then turned back to the show, almost as if I was being forced to watch. Almost as if it was bad, lazy writing.
Yeah.
He now stood alone. Who? I mean, I know from context that it's SpongeBob, but this is bad writing. All lights were out, and there was utter silence, except for a small red glow coming from the door that usually led to the kitchen.
Except for the small red glow, and it was utter silence.
Yeah.
This very loud light. Oh, I fucking hate it. You wake up you go to bed, it's all nice and quiet. The moment the sun comes up, fucking riot. Or is it just me who can hear sound? Look, I can hear light with my eyes.
I can hear sound, man. That's not an issue.
Wait, you can? I've been doing it wrong.
That oh so familiar kitchen where SpongeBob usually stood making his delicacies.
Delicacies!
You mean
And he doesn't he work as
burgers?
does he work in a fucking fast food restaurant?
he's a fry cook who makes he makes Krabby Patties.
We began to slowly approach it. Slowly. In silence. As he reached
Apart
it,
from the loud noise coming from the light.
he stood in front of the door, almost as if he himself
Was a door. Come on.
didn't want to go in. Reproachfully, he
What?
slowly turned the knob and the door swung open. Can you check the...
Wait, reproachfully. Is that really the best word I could have used
It
there?
probably is a word.
No, I know it is a word, but it's
A bit of a weird one.
Oh God.
a weird choice.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh yeah!
Oh God, how I wish I could unsee what I saw and heard. SpongeBob faced a hellish demon of indescribable horror because I'm lazy, burning
That's exactly.
in a portal
That is exactly what it is.
to what seemed to be hell itself. Was this the devil? Oh God, the fear that came over me in that moment
Oh
as
God.
its mouth, as his mouth slowly opened. Did you make them suffer, son? It asked in the most hellish tone imaginable.
That pretty much is a very hellish tone.
One of extreme rage, anger, malice, hatred. SpongeBob replied, slowly saying, almost afraid to reply, "Yes, father, they cried, suffered, and burned. A feast of
Yes,
souls waits for you below." It replies, "Hey, present tense, we haven't done that very much. Good, son. Now, back to your cage, and be gone with you." And at that moment, I finally threw up all over my lap. Yeah, that's really gross, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something began to
sorry,
emerge
can I
from
just-
SpongeBob, and his body almost... Give me a moment. And his body almost slowly deflated. ... It almost seemed to be a human, a dog. Wait, no, those are not the same thing.
A human, a what?
What?
A dog.
A dog, something. Oh God, I can't even find the words. ...
Wait,
Right,
does
what
it get mixed up?
What are you saying?
I was trying to say. So, you're watching something.
You're watching
It's
WatchMojo.com.
You're watching something a bit shit, and you're just like, oh, yeah, this is horrible. It's an animated cartoon. Who then suddenly goes, yes, it's pretty horrible. Where's the point where you suddenly go all over your face?
Apparently, it's the moment where Satan goes, "All right, back in your cage, SpongeBob,"
Back to the gimp cage.
It's not even the worst part of this story.
because he could relate to it being an intern, like being
But-
kept in a cage and having
I
10 guys
don't
jizz
know
on
if
him.
anyone knows this, but you can control when you sort of puke, you sort of get that feeling in your cheeks, the popping feeling, and then you're going to puke, and then you just make your way to the toilet. No?
It crawled toward the portal, and with a swift kick, its father kicked it into what appeared to be hell itself. Then it turned slowly and looked at me, the viewer, and slowly it mouthed something so subtle, so quiet, but chilling to the very core. It seemed as if it was speaking to me.
Suck a dick.
It said, "Oh, don't worry, your world is next." How is this subtle? "He'll suffer at your hands, as this one did at his." It slowly transitioned over to SpongeBob. This is in parentheses for some reason. Or what was left of his corpse, just skin, ...
Yeah, but
And
the
then
sponge.
end parentheses. Oh, I get it. We're still in... This is really confusing, right? We're still in the fucking speech, but they've put these parentheses in for like stage direction. Just end. You don't have to do that. Just end the speech. Put this bit. Continue the speech. It doesn't need to be in parentheses. This is fucking weird.
Stupid.
Oh, and you'll all atone for what you have done. All of you. ... You're next. ... And with that, the computer itself slammed shut and burst into flames. As it slowly burned, I could only weep at this.
Of
This
course it
horror.
would slowly burn.
This couldn't be real. Nick, wake up! My eyes slowly flashed open. I was in the break room. Oh, fuck you! I was utterly pointless. I was in the break room on the floor. Above me stood my friend Tina, who said, "Oh, thank God you're okay. You just collapsed. You've been out for about 5 minutes." My whole body was rattled, broken almost. Turning to her, I had this uncontrollable urge. Turning to Tina, I said, "Don't thank God on this day. He won't save us. He has abandoned us abominations, his failed creations." Tina looked...
Back to,
Wait!
back to being unconscious, boy!
Oh, fucking see that.
Hey,
like, you collapse. Oh, thank God you're okay. Don't, Frank. I'm like, oh shit, he's gone crazy.
Like, oh, he's delirious. Yeah. It's like, wait, we're not even done. Tina looked aghast, horrified. She ran out screaming.
What?
I quit. Oh my God, this is so worth it for the ending. I quickly got up and quietly left, and here I sit, writing my story of the day, calmly. Maybe now I accept my place. Oh, I have work to do. Isn't that right, Tina? Slowly turning to her dismembered body. Yeah, what? What is the context of any of this? Like, is he talking? What's going on? Listen to this sentence again. Like, all right, I have work to do. Isn't that right, Tina? Slowly turning to her dismembered body.
Did he say that?
What the fuck? You're next.
He's reading stage directions out loud like it's Black Dynamite.
I end with this. I am coming. I am his chosen slayer for this world, into every generation, blah, blah, blah. A messenger of hell itself, and oh, I am coming for you, each and every one of you. And you'll never stop me. ... Don't try to run or hide. I'll find you. Written by the Midnight Wings, aka Nicholas James Snyder, probably a relative of Zack Snyder. It's very edgy. Inspired by Inspired by Squidward Suicide. You don't say.
I couldn't tell because it was basically the same.
And
fucking
inspired
story.
by.
I think it might actually be worse in some ways.
Of course it was. It was.
Looks like cremains.
Alright, there's no comments or anything.
Wait.
Oh wait, no, because it's different on fanfiction. Yeah. You have to go. There's a little button.
Right. So.
Somebody
wants.
Stop.
Okay, the rater says cliche, and more cliche. This made no sense at all. I'm not going to keep doing that. This story just went way overboard with blood, death, and suffering. You should have put Mr. Krabs as the devil since he loves money so much. Nice twist at the end though. Guest says, do you think you could ask the original author if I could MST this? I don't think you need to ask. I think that's how it works.
Wow, scary.
I mean, we're not asking shit.
If not, we've been doing this wrong for like years now.
Yeah.
Also, like, how often do you think, like, can I have permission to rip the shit out of your crappy work?
Zero times have we asked.
Nor would we get permission if we did.
Well, to be fair, what was that? Copyright with
Oh yeah.
See if there's any positive comments for it.
Get channel.
Okay. WWE Raheem 17. Right. WWE Raheem 17 is my Twitter. Says this creepypasta was amazing. If you can see the date I'm writing this, you can tell that it is Halloween.
What?
Scary of the concept of your childhood hero becoming a monster. Well,
who the fuck's childhood hero is fucking Spongebob?
God, yeah, your childhood hero. God, imagine if that turned up to a monster. Oh man, I really love Jimmy Savile, you know.
Sans says, nice job there, buddy. I love what you've done with this piece. It's so ... destructive ... I like it. Idiot.
It's Sans the skeleton from Undertale. Ow.
Fuck Undertale and the horse it rode it on.
Yep.
No, it's more fuck the fans. Undertale's fine. It's all the people
seen
around
Undertale. It's just, I agree. It's
the fandom that's going around it.
What did you think of SpongeBob thing we just read? I don't remember what it's called.
SpongeBob Dead Channel, that was it called?
SpongeBob the Deafening of the Reckoning.
I don't have any words for what that was.
Fists?
Maybe read
Only death.
Read comments then if you've got no thoughts of your own on the matter.
Alright, here's a 10 out of 10. Bravo. So scary. Don't read if easily scared. I was like,
There's easily scared and actually retarded though. Like I think there is a difference.
Like are these real comments? Because they sound like when like welcome to fanfiction.net fake comments.
Someone just like someone said to me that creepypasta is creepy as hell. Patrick in the video Alamadin me throw up. That's a story.
Fuck.
I was like
Come on, now let's end on that comment. Fuck it. All right. What did I think of this? It was shit. Boring. The constant repetition of slowly using superfluous words, like having the same thing over and over again, like slowly, or like demonic and satanic, but then later on missing crucial words from sentences. Just little things like that, but even fixing those wouldn't save the story. It's your typical, I was an intern at Nickelodeon and to spooky Spongebob was blood.
And now I am
terrible, and it's shamefully bad, and there's no excuse to write something like this. If you're writing something like this to practice, or like perhaps you're learning the language, for example, and you want to practice writing to yourself in private, yes. But putting this up on the internet, unacceptable. This is fucking bad.
This story is best read slowly, of course. So you need to do it at like 72. Put in Microsoft Word 72 per second. Anyway, yeah, I do love the way that right at the end you had to clarify that it took inspiration from Scribbler's Suicide, because it is basically a blatant rip-off because you've got zero ideas of yourself.
Devils.
Yeah, with Le Spoopy Satan. Yeah.
And there's just so much stuff in this story that doesn't make sense. And obviously at the end with the whole, oh, it's a dream ending, but suddenly because of a dream that he had about Spongebob killing people and being the son of the devil or whatever the fuck that was all about or whatever, he suddenly goes and dismembered some random girl in about 5 seconds flat who screamed because he's a psych. What? You know, it just doesn't make sense. It's lame. But yeah.
Yeah, Eric.
It was just
Crappy.
Move the mic away from Matt. Ow, stop hitting me.
Yeah, it was just boring crap, and it's like, this is. Just imagine the person who's writing this. Oh man, this is gonna be super scary. It's such a good idea. Like, no, it wasn't. To Devil at the end wasn't set. Like, and then suddenly Santa appears, and he was elf the hells.
It was just like it's taking somebody else's idea, somebody else's crap idea, I might add,
and you made it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just dog shit.
Isn't that right? Slowly pans to Jacob.
Yeah, fucking shockingly bad. Okay, so let's wrap this up. Thank you very much for tuning in to another episode of Bad Creepypasta. I can't believe we're now fucking 5 seasons in. If you liked this video, you can subscribe for more videos of this type. If you like silly home movies made by children, you can also subscribe to Logan's Monster Movies, which is the other channel that our kid does. And you can also subscribe to Toby's channel, which is called Dreamcasted. Links to all of these things will be in the description, since YouTube has got rid of annotations in their infinite wisdom.
Really?
Yep, I'm not making that up, Matt. They really have. The morons. Thanks very much, guys. Fucking subscribe, innit? Bye.